For this episode, the Devil is on the road to Mendham, New Jersey. Nestled in its town's scenic hills is the Black Horse Tavern. It's been in operation since before the signing of the Declaration of Independence, but now it's serving up great modern cuisine with a focus on locally grown foods. The Devil was able to get the full story from the tavern's event coordinator, Kimberly Moy.
This year we are celebrating our 270th year. We actually are the longest continually running restaurant in the state of New Jersey. Originally, it started off as a hitching post. We want to keep the integrity and the history behind the place.
The tavern is full of history, but the Devil was more interested in what's going on in the kitchen. Executive chef Kevin Felice cooked up a few dishes to show how local produce makes a big difference.
We're doing a ricotta and arrowroot tomato salad with some fresh grilled rustic bread. Just gonna quarter the tomatoes, take the rough edges off. So using the dressing of just sherry vinegar and some extra virgin olive oil. Just simply season the tomatoes with a little coarse sea salt and some fresh cracked black pepper. Just gonna toss it all the way through. Toasted bread, and then the homemade ricotta cheese. South Jersey locally grown micro basil, and then some of the dressing just to kind of finish it.
The Devil also spent some time with the tavern's friendly staff.
I've been here for 18 years, and I absolutely love it here. Love the people, our customers, love working with the staff that we have. Oh, this is so nice and calm and peaceful here. Food is delicious.
The tavern's place in Mendham reflects its focus on sustainability and fresh local produce.
Mendham, New Jersey is a really special city, and we like to focus as much on local business as possible. So many of the farms are within a 100-mile radius of where we are, so we like to support local businesses, and frankly the food is better when it's fresher.
We actually have an herb garden out back that we're using for our own fresh herbs, as well as some simple tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff as well.
It's also written at the base of our menu, and people will read that and say, oh yeah, I know that farm.
We find that it's a fresher product, and so we not only want to support our restaurant and our community, we want to support them from a health perspective and give them the best possible product.
Now we're making vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, and sorbet. We make our own ricotta, our own goat cheese.
We try to make a lot of our own stuff in-house here at the Black Horse, so we have a house-made goat cheese, give them a quick fry. Garnish with a local bamboo hollow honey. And then garnish the goat cheese with a Cabernet reduction. The Cabernet kind of adds a nice mouthfeel against the texture of the goat cheese. And just a micro Swiss chard, kind of just to bring some color to the table and some freshness.
Those goat cheese appetizers are just the tip of the pitchfork. There's no shortage of favorites here.
The prime rib is something that has been a tavern classic. We actually roast the prime rib in our rotisserie oven. We get calls all the time, do you still have the prime rib on the menu? So it's definitely something that we are keeping around.
We change our garnishes and our preparation to reflect seasonally. So we talk to our farmers, talk to our vendors, see what's good, it's gonna be fresh for the season, and we develop the menus based around that.
This menu, this new seasonal spring-summer one, is really fantastic.
One of my favorite dishes on the menu is our scallops. They have a really nice morel sea salt crust to them, so it just gives them a little extra bite. We're featuring right now a delicious grouper. The flavor profile between the mild fish and the red pepper sauce just gives it a really nice balance of flavor.
Homemade pasta shells.
Filled with lobster. It has a little bit of lemon zest and a little breadcrumb gremolata, so it gives that little bit of a crunch with a little bit of a sweetness to it.
People say, oh, you're so excited about the menu. I said, yeah, because it's so good.
I really, truly enjoy making anything people want to eat.
The smoked pork chop, excellent.
We're actually taking the pork chop and brining it in a liquid that's already smoked itself. That's adding the smokiness to it. It also has some pink curing salt in there to kind of add some juiciness to the pork. It's a very tender, very juicy, and smoky cut of pork. Just gonna season the pork with salt and pepper, take it over to the grill. I'm gonna pair the pork with a whole grain mustard aioli, which is kind of like that traditional ham and mustard combination. Also gets a very tangy and sweet big cherry chutney on top. Kind of cut through the richness of the pork. Just some greens to kind of color it up a little bit.
Food like this must certainly get attention. The tavern has hosted its share of notable diners.
Yogi Berra, Whitney Houston, Governor Christie, Neil O'Donnell, who I believe was quarterback for the Jets, if I'm not mistaken, Cousin Brucey, a little radio DJ, And there's a rumor that George Washington was here.
George Washington at the tavern? What would the forefathers say if they came to the Black Horse today?
I think they would be pleased. I think that they'd appreciate the food. It's simple cuisine, it's American cuisine, but it's done right. It's done in a gourmet, elevated way that they would probably, hopefully, be pleasantly surprised.
Thanks to Kim, Kevin, Marie, and all the folks at the Black Horse in Mendham, New Jersey. We invite you to search, connect, and indulge with the devil at devilgourmet.com. And be sure to find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus for the latest updates, special deals, and all things devil.